Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times, and this is a complete overview of the Poco M2 Pro, Poco's third phone in the Indian market after the F1 and the X2. The Poco M2 Pro is this with quite a different kind of a design when you compare this with the previous devices from not just Poco but also from Redmi, from Xiaomi. So this comes with a dual tone kind of a finish on the back where you have a different kind of color towards the bottom and a complete different one on the top. But in a way, it still looks similar to the Redmi Note 9 Pro because of the fact that the squarish combination of the camera or the module entirely on the back is looking similar. So you won't really be able to differentiate if you hide the logo towards the bottom, and still it would look a bit similar except for that flash area. The flashlight here is separately given while it was in the same module on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. But how is this really different from the Note 9 Pro is the question here. Apart from that colors and the design, how is that really different? Because we felt that most of the things given here are similar to the Note 9 Pro. Now let's start with the major specs of this smartphone. This comes with a 6.67-inch display with a full HD plus resolution, and it has the 60 Hz refresh rate. So in a way, it's no different from the Redmi Note 9 Pro in terms of the display, at least, because it has the same resolution, same screen size, same refresh rate and the same protection as well. It's Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, Gorilla Glass 5 on the back as well. With the processor, no difference again. It's the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G with the 2.3 GHz clock speed, and it also has the same Adreno 618 GPU. Variants of course would differ. Here you might get a 4 plus 64 GB as the base option and 6 plus 128 as the top end one. But again, with the performance based on, if you remove the factor about the internal specs, that's RAM and storage, the processor and the GPU remain the same here. Now the cameras again are same. So here you get a 48 MP primary camera, the f1.8 aperture size one, and you have an 8 megapixel wide angle camera for the wide angle shots, and then you have a 2 megapixel depth camera and macro camera as well. Again, no different. So this video more is about how this differs from the Note 9 Pro, but otherwise it's almost the same. So we'll keep telling you about what are the other differences. 5020 mAh was the battery on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. This comes with a 20 mAh lesser battery. That's a typical battery. 5000 mAh is what this comes powered with. So there's no huge difference. There's no little difference as well, because in the end it's MIUI, a bit customized for Poco, but again it's MIUI, so the internal optimization of the battery remains the same. The 8nm chipset is the same, so the battery efficiency there is not going to differ. But one major difference where the Redmi Note 9 Pro is going to be disadvantageous when compared to the Poco M2 Pro is with the fast charging. So that's the only thing. We could call this as a clone of the Redmi Note 9 Pro except for the fast charging. This comes with a 33 watt fast charging, and it is inside the box itself. That's a huge thing, because the Redmi Note 9 Pro came in with an 18 watt charger, and this 33 watt is almost double, and that's where Poco took a lead against its own similar brand. I mean, it's from the same parent company, Xiaomi, at least. Even though you call them independent, it's going to be a point that yeah, Xiaomi still holds each of them, and Xiaomi has given a extra option. It's not about just competing with each other, but at least an extra option to the users. But my worry would be whether even this would be available to the users. I mean, we have been seeing from the users every week, we have been seeing people asking about the flash sales. When is this phone going on sale? I haven't been able to get one for the last few weeks. So is this going to be the same case with the Poco M2 Pro? I don't think it would be any different. I mean, the company might have a few units for sale. Even if they'll have a good number of units for sale, in the end the thing is going to remain the same. The products would be out of stock most of the time, and that would be a major issue. Not the phone's performance, not the phone's entire overall package pricing. It's going to be the availability which is going to be a huge problem. That's the issue with Redmi Note 9 Pro right now, Note 9 Pro Max as well. So I hope at least this is going to come in a bigger amount of units rather than how we have seen with the Redmi Note 9 Pro series. And one thing that the Poco has this time tried to show you is the Made in India tag towards the bottom. So they have a big Made in India tag here which says that it's made in India, but it's the same. It's going to be assembled in India, most of the things, but at least that gives us a hope that this would be available more than the other phones, because if this is how the package is going to be, at least, which means that they have their units being ready for sale, and even it has a made in India tag towards the back as well, and there are some major specifications included towards the back. Some of them which I would let you know about here is the Navic India satellite navigation system. So Navic is going to be included in this. There's Gorilla Glass 5 towards the front and the back, and also yeah, another similar point to the Redmi Note 8 9 Pro is the side mounted fingerprint sensor. That's not changing. Dual VoLTE is also present, and a dedicated micro SD card slot is given in the smartphone for those who might choose a 64 GB variant and then would have some worries about the expandable storage. And with the camera, one thing here is that it comes with a 5 megapixel macro camera. It's not a 2 megapixel one, so that is one difference again with the cameras. Otherwise it's the same kind of a package, and it has UFS 2.1 storage and LPDDR4X RAM in this one. So most of it is the same thing that you see with this one and the Redmi Note 9 Pro, but the one thing that changes and does matter as well is the 33-watt fast charging. So I would rather say, as Poco has been always targeting the gaming side of the community, the gaming in the mid-range category, that's going to be the same here with the Poco M2 Pro, because the chipset is the same as the Redmi Note 9 Pro, and it does deliver a good performance with the gaming, because the G series is entirely about gaming. So even though with games like PUBG Mobile you won't find the best of the options there, even on smoother gameplay, at least what is being offered is done very well in those phones. So that repeats here. You can check out our gaming review in the Gaming Josh channel, and here as well when we do a full gaming review here, so that you can see with the Smooth and Ultra it did quite well. But the thing is that for gamers, even the battery charging is something that matters well. So here 33-watt inclusion is going to change things a bit, and that's a good thing. You have the IR blaster on the top and also a secondary microphone. Towards the bottom you see the USB Type-C port, the speaker grill, and also the 3.5mm headset jack. So you're not letting go of that headphone jack, which is a good thing. With some of the flagships, brands have started removing that, and that has actually been a problem for the gaming side again, because you can't use both the charging and the headphone jack together unless you use an adapter, and adapter sometimes would compromise with the faster charging speeds. So this was all about the Poco M2 Pro. I would say if this is getting launched under 14,000 or 15,000 rupees for at least the base variant, that's what we expect, because the base variant of the Redmi Note 9 Pro came for the price of 14,000, and this is almost the same with that faster charging. And Poco's, again, the aggressive pricing from Poco always would help here, and I hope this comes in with a price of about 14 to 15,000 rupees, and this could be a good deal with that price. So that's it in this video about the Poco M2 Pro. If you have any other questions, do let us know in the comment section below, and we'll be doing a few comparisons on this channel as well as on our Hindi channel and on the Gaming Josh channel. So stay tuned for those videos as well. I hope you like this video. If you do, share and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.